The CFP Board's Code of Ethics and Standards of Conduct form the ethical foundation of the financial planning profession. These standards establish the principles, duties, and expectations that CFP professionals must follow when serving clients and the public. The Code of Ethics is designed to promote trust, confidence, and professionalism by guiding behavior beyond minimum legal requirements. It serves as the basis for the rules of conduct, financial planning practice standards, and disciplinary rules and procedures. Collectively, these standards recognize the CFP professional's responsibilities to clients, employers, colleagues, and society. Ethical conduct is viewed as an essential component of competent financial planning and a prerequisite for maintaining the integrity of the CFP certification. The first principle of the code is integrity, which requires honesty, candor, and adherence to moral principles even when doing so may conflict with personal gain. Integrity is fundamental because financial planners occupy positions of trust and frequently advise clients on highly sensitive financial matters. The second principle, objectivity, requires impartial judgment and intellectual honesty. CFP professionals must avoid allowing personal interests, biases, or external pressures to influence recommendations. Together, integrity and objectivity support professional independence and help ensure that financial advice is based on client needs rather than personal benefit. These principles strengthen the credibility of the profession and help maintain public confidence in financial planning services. Competence represents the third principle and requires CFP professionals to maintain the knowledge, skills, and abilities necessary to provide effective financial planning services. Competence involves continuous education, professional development, and recognition of personal limitations. When a matter exceeds a planner's expertise, consultation or referral to another qualified professional may be necessary. The fourth principle, fairness, emphasizes impartial treatment and full disclosure of material conflicts of interest. Fairness requires professionals to act reasonably and transparently in all client relationships. These principles ensure that clients receive advice from knowledgeable practitioners who are committed to equitable treatment and who place ethical considerations at the center of decision-making. The fifth principle, confidentiality, requires CFP professionals to protect all client information and ensure access is limited to authorized individuals. Client trust depends heavily on confidence that sensitive financial, personal, and family information will remain secure. The sixth principle, professionalism, requires behavior characterized by dignity, courtesy, respect, and cooperation with colleagues and clients. Professionalism also includes supporting the reputation of the financial planning profession and contributing to high-quality service standards. The seventh principle, diligence, requires professionals to provide services promptly, thoroughly, and responsibly. Diligence encompasses proper planning, supervision, follow-through, and attention to detail throughout the client engagement. A central element of CFP Board standards of conduct is the fiduciary obligation. CFP professionals providing financial planning or material elements of financial planning must place the client's interests ahead of their own and act in the client's best interest. A fiduciary is defined as one who acts in utmost good faith and reasonably believes that recommendations serve the client's welfare. This obligation requires unbiased advice, prudent professional judgment, and comprehensive disclosure of conflicts of interest, compensation arrangements, and service limitations. The fiduciary standard represents one of the highest levels of professional responsibility and reinforces the client-first philosophy embedded throughout CFP Board's ethical framework. The CFP Board's procedural rules provide the enforcement framework that supports the Code of Ethics and Standards of Conduct. Ethical standards have little value unless accompanied by meaningful oversight and accountability. The procedural rules establish a formal process for investigating potential misconduct, evaluating evidence, determining violations, and imposing appropriate sanctions. These rules ensure consistency, fairness, and transparency when ethical concerns arise. By creating a structured disciplinary system, CFP Board protects the public while maintaining confidence in the CFP certification. The existence of enforceable procedures distinguishes professional standards from merely aspirational guidelines and demonstrates the profession's commitment to accountability and self-regulation. Under the procedural rules, CFP Board applies professional standards throughout the certification lifecycle. Candidates seeking CFP certification are subject to background reviews and ethical screening before certification is granted. Individuals whose past conduct fails to meet established standards may be denied certification. After certification, CFP professionals remain subject to ongoing oversight and disciplinary review. Violations of ethical obligations, fiduciary duties, disclosure requirements, or professional conduct standards may result in sanctions ranging from private corrective measures to suspension or permanent revocation of CFP certification. This ongoing accountability reinforces professional responsibility and encourages compliance with ethical and practice standards. The combined effect of CFP Board's Code of Ethics, Standards of Conduct, and procedural rules is the creation of a comprehensive governance framework for the financial planning profession. The ethical principles establish expectations for behavior, the fiduciary standard defines the planner's duty to clients, and the procedural rules provide mechanisms for enforcement and discipline. Together, these components promote competence, fairness, transparency, confidentiality, professionalism, and client-centered service. They also strengthen public trust by ensuring that CFP professionals are held accountable for their actions. For CFP candidates and practitioners, mastery of these standards is essential because ethical conduct remains at the core of professional excellence and long-term success in financial planning.